sopa, your sancocho, your arroz, your tostones. Let's talk about this coquí situation here on the Latino Rudio.
Yes.
Hi.
And let's try to get her hair straight.
I know, my moño is twisted, like to the side. Hi. Come on back. Here on the Latino Ruido. Venga.
Por amor se han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Latino Ruido. I'm your girl, Evie, and
I'm
this
your boy,
is...
Bronx Papito.
Ay, el Bronx Papito, el Bronx.
Yes, el Bronx,
El Bronx.
Papito.
Oh, my God.
Papacito.
Está bien rojo,
tu
está en
hermanito.
fuego.
You
He's
see
on
me?
fire.
Macho, soy caliente, mija.
Ay, Dios mío. Mira.
Forget about it.
What the- How are you guys? Welcome to the Latino Ruido. Listen, I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. For me, I didn't even know it was Memorial Day weekend. God, so savage.
Like I'm walking down the street and a guy bumped me and I'm looking at him like, yo, like.
Listen, don't you
no,
know I'm 50 years old? Respect
like,
me.
Yo, respect, man. You respect your elders.
Yes.
You know? Like, for Christ's sakes.
You know, I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
New
you know
York City,
saying?
I'm walking here.
You don't see that I'm walking here?
You want me to show you my AARP
Yo,
card?
straight up, man. Oh, yo, you know what? And they actually
What?
sent me one of those.
They did. Damn. Time to renew.
Yo, it's sad, man. Now I got an AARP mail.
Ay, Dios.
You know, I haven't opened
All you
it
need
yet,
is Colonial Life Insurance. You know, you see the commercial Colonial Life
Yeah, straight
Insurance.
up. I'm just waiting for them to say I could get senior citizens breakfast at IHOP.
Hey, woohoo.
Oh, what's
Those
the
are the
age?
best.
What's the age?
Don't you get like 10% off in the supermarkets Wednesdays? Because it's like
I
you're
don't know,
a senior
something
citizen.
like that. You know, but
I don't know.
I don't feel like it. I don't feel old. I don't feel.
You feel the same. I don't know what's the big deal.
Yeah, listen. But the one thing it is, one thing for sure,
What?
you see things differently. I'm not gonna lie. The
Oh.
closer I got to 50, I've been analyzing and watching
Ooh.
things. So it's
I
more.
hear you.
I think 50 is different.
Oh. Well, you know what? I don't blame you. I think I'm around the corner turning 50. Yes, I'm gonna be turning 50 in September. So I'm just gonna party.
Yes, we right there, yo. See
You
that?
know? Anyway.
50 years. Ah!
Woohoo!
You know,
Look
I
at
had
that.
a
I can't
great
even keep
time,
my moño.
I had a
Sorry,
great
look,
time, you know.
Can't even keep my moño.
Look at her moño. Like, you
It's
can't
like
even stay
I'm
straight.
having a moño day.
She's not symmetrical.
It's like it's sideways. I don't know what's going on with
You
my
just
moño.
gotta tilt your head like that.
I'm gonna
through the
talk.
whole
I'm gonna
show.
talk to the whole show like this. Hi, everybody. Hi. So it's like, you know, those are the signs of getting old. But mira, what's going on with the Knicks?
Yo, listen,
Yes, I'm
man.
gonna mention it, people. Yes,
they
I'm gonna mention it.
are- Wow.
I'm like, I got excited and I was like, yeah, we're gonna see the promised land. And then what's
no
going
promised land. It was
Wow,
a
wow,
hype.
wow.
Don't believe the hype.
Yeah,
Don't-
like what's going on? I'm fe-
Don't
I'm feeling-
believe the hype.
But I'm feeling some type of way. Like, you know, like I was so happy. I think we needed some type of excitement here in New York.
Listen,
and
it
it's
would
like
have
this
it would
is
have
just
been
like,
great. Yes, it would have been great.
It's
I think it would have been
disappointing.
exciting to see the Knicks go all the way after 52 years. But guess what?
I
What can we do,
know.
man? You know, like they spent all those years with Ewing.
I know, yeah. So what's going on?
Like they could, you know, like they don't know how
What's
to
happening?
switch it up. They like keeping somebody for the longest. They brought Carmelo in for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Carmelo's not there anymore.
Yeah,
He didn't
but
do anything.
when they brought him in,
But he got Coquito. The business going.
all I know, when they brought Carmelo in, they were supposed to think that he was going to be some type of savior, and then he bombed. After that, you didn't hear nothing about Carmelo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, come on, man. You guys got to step it up, man, New York.
Yeah,
especially you Knicks. 52 years? Come on, man. Yo, something got to give.
No, definitely.
It got to be a better way.
But even though that I was happy, but I'm happier. I'm happier. Did you guys get to see the Latino Ruido page and Facebook?
Oh, yes.
Mira, we look so cute.
Yes, it's dope.
Listen, we look so cute. So everybody share and like. Follow us. Tell your titi, your abuelita, the chilla, the neighbor, the 1, 2, 3, 4, el jevo, whatever, the side boo. The side chick, the side man, whatever you have. Let them know about the Latino Ruido.
You let everybody know. Just share the live. And share the channel.
That we here.
You just make sure y'all know who we are.
We might be round, but we're not square. Right?
Yep.
Exactly. But mira, listen. First of all, and another thing about Memorial Day, like I didn't get no barbecue. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening with the barbecue situation?
I didn't have no barbecue,
I didn't get invited to no barbecue.
But I actually did go to Dallas BBQs.
Yay! Oh, that's good. But it's still, like, you know what? You always like that little barbecue
The barbecue grill, yeah.
What's going on? What is going on with that?
It was kind of quiet, too, in Memorial Day. I didn't hear no sirens, nothing. Like, the streets was quiet.
Nobody got stuck in no hole.
Traffic was kind of okay.
Nobody got stuck in no hole.
Nothing, yo.
No kid got stuck, like their hand got stuck in some freaking hole because there's always like they don't listen. You tell the kids, mira, don't play there, don't do this, and they still do it. But I didn't hear anything.
Look at our profile picture.
Isn't that so cute, guys? Like it, subscribe, follow, and share. How I look? I don't know. I'm loving
I look like a perv next to a young little girl.
I know, I do, but I love it because I look young. Yes, I look young. But mira, listen. Moving forward.
Yeah.
Have you seen all this thing about the coquí de Puerto Rico?
Oh my God, man, that's killing me, man. I've been seeing it, yo. Like, listen, first of all,
this is crazy.
Let's go. Let's get into how you want to get into it.
All right, let's start from the beginning. I'm sure that you guys learn about, heard and read about this whole thing. But, the tourist, there was a tourist went to Puerto Rico, which now in Puerto Rico, they call the tourists Los Cucos. We call them the Los Cucos because, they're
the ghosts,
Hi, Sarah! Congratulations! Sarah. I want to send some love to Sarah.
They're the ghosts.
Yes. But mira, Los Cucos, they call them because the tourists went to Puerto Rico and this guy, he was in the Condado area, which is like where the hotels area in San Juan and Old San Juan is, near Old San Juan. And he's having dinner. So he hears this other couple talking about, oh, listen, I can't sleep, blah, 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 because of the coquí sound, all this nonsense. But they were talking about this type of spray that would, shut them down.
That's
like,
crazy,
So he's like, oh, wait a minute, I can't sleep. So he went to Reddit and put in a post asking social media, listen, do you know about this spray, special spray that's gonna, get rid of coquís to, stop thinking, making this noise because I can't sleep. Mira, it exploded in the social media and online. It's everybody's
all over
reacting
the place.
to this.
It is disrespectful, Evie. I think. Listen. First of all, if you're a tourist and you're going to another place to enjoy the environment and the way the place is, then enjoy it. Do not go over there trying to change it for your own personal, comfort. That don't make sense. And then you want to create. First of all, why doesn't the World Wildlife Federation, WWF, why they don't create?
Hi, Rosa.
Some type of law on that. Like, why would you create a pesticide for amphibians that's usually an environmental?
I don't think it's them. I don't think. Hi, Angie.
Whoever.
I don't think it's
it's the WWF, but I'm just saying, why they're allowing it. Like they should be.
I think they're in the middle of fighting all this thing.
They're supposed to be protecting wildlife.
Yeah.
So how could they allow or see or like let this thing produce? They're using citrus sprays to stop corquis from making their noise. You know what I'm saying? And this is not only
very
one species
disrespectful,
of
like
coquis.
Angie said. I mean, the coquí is a cultural icon of Puerto Rico, and it's sacred. It's like I call it our nice butterfly. Ahí está. You hear it, guys?
You hear it?
Yes. That's the nice butterfly in Puerto Rico. I call it the nice butterfly.
That's the sound of our environment. Like when it rained, when it was nighttime.
Yeah.
Like you go to sleep, it put you to sleep. That was your what they call that NPR.
I think and it's part of our culture. Listen, it was named by our ancestors, the Tainos. They call it coquí because of the sound of the
way they say it.
But this is years. This is what Tainos were walking this, and they still do because our ancestors.
Yeah, we still ancestors.
But the beginning
Tainos,
of Puerto Rico, Borinquen, because that's what it was called, and that's what the original Puerto Rico is, a Borinquen, named by the Taino. But it's part of our culture. It's part of what we are, and all of a sudden now it's bothering
tourists, people.
Then don't go to Puerto Rico.
Go to PR.
Then don't go to PR.
Come on, don't ever go to PR if you don't want to listen to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like going to certain places, going to the Congo and say, "Oh, listen, hey David, how you doing?"
Hi, David.
That's like going to the Congo and say, "Hey, listen, I don't want to see the gorillas."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
So then don't go to the
So
Congo.
don't go to
I don't want
Congos.
to see the lions. I'm scared.
Come on, man.
Then why are you in an African safari?
Do not create such spray, a citrus spray that's going to destroy. They say it's going to take out the sound of the coquí, but it's not going to remove
them.
It destroys them. It kills them of the coquí. That's Puerto Ricans. Like that's one of the Puerto Ricans' main, heritage and culture. It's part of us.
Ancestral and it's spiritual. And it's part of what we
That's
are.
That's correct. The generation complains about everything.
Everything.
But
everything.
But if you don't know about the land and the country, then don't go there. Don't go there. If you know what? That's where they belong there. They belong there. So you stay out.
Else.
Man, you new generation and you tourists, you know what finger I give you? Do you know what finger I give you? I give you this one.
The tourists, they get this one. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of information. You know that there is 17 types of coquí in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Can you believe that? And they different species, and 3 are currently they gone, they extinct. And one of them, it was called it's like a yellow one. It's a yellow
like a goldish coquí.
They amphibians, and amphibians they laid eggs, but this specific coquí, a yellow one, un amarillo, they used to just give birth natural, like an animal, and it's amazing how the whole generation of morphing into with the ecosystem in the island.
But this is what it is.
But this is something that is just
it's just part of the ecosystem.
Crazy,
it's part of the island.
It's a beautiful and wonderful. You know what it is? 17 species, and unfortunately, 3 of them are extinct.
Three are extinct. That's it.
And
what I'm saying?
It's sad.
I think they should put like a endangered species. Put the coquís on the endangered species list.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? They should do something like that.
They are.
And then you guys who's using those sprays, you are poachers. That's what I call you poachers,
And
yo.
basically
You going
this-
over
it
there
starts in-
spraying
it started
my
in
little
Hawaii.
coquille, man. Yo, I'm angry. I'm angry, man. Yo,
angry.
I wasn't
He
even
angry.
born in
He
PR.
angry.
I was born here in Nueva York. But yo, you know what? My sangre is from over there. And yo, that's disrespectful to
Ay.
the people, man. I swear to
viva la
God,
raza.
yo, oh my God, you making me angry. So angry,
Yeah,
man.
no,
You know,
it's
and then-
sad and it's
and
you
not
know
only
it's
that,
unfortunately and go ahead.
Yeah, not only that, the guy, he's an Airbnb guy and he's trying to accommodate the
Well,
tourists.
the thing is that the
bet you he's American,
Airbnb,
too.
co-founder, there's a lot of Airbnbs in Puerto Rico, and there's a lot of people that are going over there, and they get a lot of complaints that especially the tourists. But instead of him, I feel that if you're coming into the island to make money, and bring money business to the island as well.
You got to embrace the
Why-
culture.
Exactly. So why would you do something like that and actually, look for
Yeah.
whatever it is,
Co-founder Airbnb.
try to eliminate this problem so you still get money in your pockets. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just,
Come on, yo, listen. You are a co-founder of an Airbnb. You're doing a business. I understand that, but you removing the nature of
Los cucos.
for these cucos, for these ghosts, for people who don't even know the system and how the life is out there. You trying to validate their happiness, but you're destroying a land, a culture for your own business.
It's
You're not-
unfortunate.
you know what I'm saying? And it's fortunate
we don't
that
go to nobody's country
yo,
to mess
don't
up
s-
with their
That's
animals.
like us trying to find slingshots to kill the bald
It's
eagle.
crazy. Mira qué lindo. Look. Hi, Jimmy. Mira qué lindo.
You know?
How you gonna go and destroy? He got big
Look how
eyes.
beautiful this thing is.
Look at that. It's
Look at
beautiful.
this, man.
And let me tell and let's go into something.
Imagine me taking a slingshot and attacking all bald eagles in America.
I mean, and this it has history. This comes from many, many years of dealing with the coquille situation. The coquilles, they multiply like crazy. You see, they like a little like an inch.
Yeah.
They small, they view small, pero déjame decirte una cosa. When you think about Puerto Ricans, you could find Puerto Ricans anywhere.
Anywhere.
And
this is, please, thank you.
and they think, that the Puerto Ricans, for some reason, the coquille was, travel into Hawaii because that's the next place that is kind of similar to Puerto Rico.
And that's the thing in Hawaii.
And this is going back to the 1980s when, they used to, to the agriculture people, who knows?
They probably did bring them over and for scientific effects.
Who knows? They put them in the suitcase.
And put them in there.
Hey, a guy had
or
a
maybe
turtle
some
in his
Boricua
pants.
just brung it. A guy had a turtle in his pants.
But
you know what?
imagínate.
And you're
So-
right about that, Evie. Hawaii, if you don't know, Hawaii is filled with coquilles. They filled with coquilles in Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? It's just like PR and the same thing. And they're doing the same thing over there. They're using that citrus spray to destroy these
You and your
coquilles.
citrus spray.
But that's
Yo,
what it is.
Mike is like, you are like all the way about the citrus spray.
I'm not going to lie because, I researched it and that's what they call it.
No,
It's a
I
citrus
know,
spray.
I know.
For
But
some reason, the spray is supposed to stop the sound of the
yeah,
coquille.
but unfortunately, it's
little
killing
that,
them. It's killing them. Pero I just wanted to get a little bit,
That's like stopping an elephant from doing his.
But
Let's stop
let me
him.
tell
Let's get a spray.
and when we talk about Hawaii, a lot of people think, oh no, Puerto Ricans in Hawaii. Mira, sí, hay Puerto Ricans in Hawaii.
There's Puerto Ricans everywhere.
Mira, following the invasion of the United States government in 1898, through the Spanish American War, Puerto Rico fell under the U.S. rule, cutting all PR commerce. So Puerto Rico was mainly at that time during those years, they used to gain money, and they used to, that's part of the economy. And the island was sugar and coffee.
And coffee.
So when that happened, that the United States took over Puerto Rico in 1898, it stopped that because the United States decided, hey, listen, you're under us. We're going to rule you. So you're not going to be able to do none of that stuff. So we were kind of under their rule and we started depending on the United States. That's why sometimes I get upset when they said that, oh, Puerto Rico is just depending on the United States. They don't do none. They're not hardworking. They're not this and they're not that. But listen, this is from the beginning of time. 1898, the United States took over Puerto Rico. And then the following year, in 1899, of course, an island in the Caribbean, they got a hurricane that destroyed
it, wiped
the
everything out.
island.
Yes.
And that hurricane, I think I still have the name. I think I wrote it here. It was it was some hurricane, and just se me olvidó por ahí. San Ciriaco in 1899 was hit and killing over 3,000 Puerto Ricans, and it destroyed the crops. Everything was destroyed.
Destroyed.
¿Qué es lo que pasó? What happened?
They had to regroup, and the Coquisas will help them.
5,000 Puerto Ricans decided to migrate. Listen, Chicago, New York,
Hawaii,
Florida, Connecticut, PA.
It's true.
Pero mira, some of them be like, listen, I can't go to the cold. What's the best thing to go? Hawaii, because it's similar to Puerto Rico.
Es lo mismo.
Y ahí they ended up going over there. Now it's like over 40,000 Puerto Ricans, and their culture has entwined with the Hawaiian
culture, yes.
Mira que even the Moana, the cartoon, the girl, the voice Moana, she's half Hawaiian, half Puerto Rican.
Yes, she is.
Hello.
You see that?
Viste.
Ohana.
Puerto Ricans.
Ohana means family.
Everything. It's unfortunate. So this is what happened, and this is what history has brought to our island. And after that, I think, and I said it, this is my own personal opinion. I said that at that time when Puerto Rico was taken, it was just to do experiment in the and then they
also,
the population.
Yeah, they went for experiments. Like some of the people were females sterilized
in the 1940s.
Females were used.
They were treating our women in Puerto Rico to see testing stuff, scientific stuff. ¿Y qué pasó? Mira lo que pasó.
But like you said, when they migrated, that's the only way they left to find some work and provide for their family.
Who knows if they brought the coquí in the maletas
and they probably
over there.
did. They probably did bring the cookies in their maletas or whatever, or a little jar or whatever, just so they could feel at home. I could imagine some of them bringing them over here to Nueva York and just, let's get that sound in my apartamento.
So our island have gone through so much changes, and we still.
Hawaii wanted to do something about them in 2015.
Yeah.
Of course. But
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just for the fact that, Puerto Ricans got around and they just try to survive and survive their culture. And that's why they spread it out and branched out to different places. But after that, it came back. You know what I'm saying? PR rebuilt itself and came back stronger.
Y sigan los coquis rebuilding and multiplying.
And there goes the coquis multiplying and multiplying. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they're getting a lot of action.
More action than us.
I'm about to hang out with the coquis.
We're going to go chill with some coquis.
We're going to go and chill with the coquis. But listen, guys, educate yourself. Please educate yourself. And listen, I know we Puerto Ricans live here in the States, and we might not know what's going on, but educate yourself and just be positive and just there it is.
Yeah.
Look at that. Mira eso. Look at that, guys.
Look at the statistics.
You see, you learn things here in the Latino Ruido.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at that.
And I don't understand.
Espérate, wait. Home Depot. Adiós. Hay un Home Depot in Hawaii.
27%.
What the? You see,
about
builders.
About 90% of the coqui frogs captured and killed in Oahu between March 2001 and the end of last year were concentrated in 5 locations. 3 of the sites are nurseries. The Home Depot in Iwali is believed to have been cleared of coqui frogs.
Mira eso.
You see that, man? Come on, look. 90% of frogs.
They multiply. And I could understand, there's always I could understand how, endangers the ecosystem because let me tell you, and you guys can do your own research, but los coquí comen, they eat.
Listen, this is why I don't
They eat the insects, they eat a lot of
the
things.
Plants,
remember,
they
life,
are part of the ecosystem.
Life is a life cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And every animal in this planet, it has its purpose. And unfortunately, coquis are bien glotones. They like to eat.
But this is what I'm saying. You see what Mo says? There should be a movement to make all wildlife in Puerto Rico protected the way anyone who tries to eliminate wildlife would be prosecuted. And I agree with that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? The World Wildlife Federation is supposed to protect wildlife.
Angie,
Anything that's
they
wild.
do survive in Puerto Rico. But they survive in heat places.
Yeah.
So that's why you find them in Hawaii. And there's another location in the world that you could find them too. It's just that it's just mainly in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's mainly
it's part of our culture. It became like, the hawk, the hawk for America.
That's what I'm saying. The American eagle. That's what I'm saying. Like the American eagle. So imagine me running around and say, hey, listen, I'm going to take my slingshots. How many American eagles do we have in America?
Not much.
Not much, right?
And it's an endangered species.
So you know what? It's on the endangered species list. So you know what? Let me take my slingshot and try to take down these American eagles, all right? It's not a citrus spray, but hey, those rocks is good enough, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
And like I said, it's something that we wanted to discuss, and it's not about us being Puerto Ricans, but también Latinos, it doesn't, if you go to Santo Domingo, you go to Mexico, they have their culture, they have their own sacred,
it just tugs on my
spiritual things. You know what I mean? And respect it. Because we don't want nobody coming to United States talking about, I'm going to go and get a hawk burger and I'm going to get the buffalo and all this stuff.
Let me
we get a little, we become a little feisty. We're like, well, who are you?
Come on, who are you coming over here
Respect
to our
culture.
Country? Respect what we have.
We don't go and mess with your culture.
We don't go to Texas and destroy all your horses.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I like steak.
Come on, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I like steak.
Damn it.
But like, come on, man. Yo, guys, like, where is the humanity? Where is the humanity in the world and the society that we live in today? Because just to go around destroying somebody else's ecosystem or somebody else's backyard for your own comfort, come on, Cuco. Get out of here, yo.
Yeah, we don't know. And the Cucos get another thumbs
down.
Cucos,
this is what you get. And you know who else get that? You, Airbnb co-founder, for allowing it to happen.
And you're making money, and you're making money of us.
You're making money off of our land. You hanging out with us, and then you allowing people to dictate how our culture is.
Come on, man.
No, come on, man.
So anyway,
man,
just educate yourself, guys. We're gonna have the papito, the bronze papito, Airbnb.
It's gonna call
the Latino Rudio.
Airbnb.
And we're gonna go. But no, seriously, just educate yourself. Yeah. Educate yourself. Just support and just, stay in the loop about what's going on in the island. We might not live there, but it's our culture, our ancestors. And
it's in our veins, guys.
Yes, and
it's in our veins.
Because not even you might not be Boricua, but your significant other is, or a friend. Educate yourself.
Educate yourself, man. Come on, destroying things that's not right.
It's inhumane, and that's just not. It's unfortunately. It's unfortunate.
Where's the protection of our wildlife?
Yeah, and we have history. It's beautiful. They're so cute. Why not? They're so cute. They be chilling. They're like this little.
Man.
Así, mira.
If I could bring a cookie here in Nueva York, man, shit.
Yeah, imagine. I think people have tried. Listen, because New York City is known for animals.
Yeah, but
in Central Park.
Winter kill them out.
It does. They don't survive.
The winter in Nueva York kills them out.
So mira, if you don't like the noise, mira, Cucos, then don't go to Puerto Rico, por favor.
Straight up, if you can't stand the heat,
go to Canada.
Stay out the kitchen.
Exactly.
All right?
If you don't want asopao ni sancocho, then get the heck out. Exactly. Okay, yeah. Moises says, the cookie is a part of our culture. Look at the show Daredevil, Born Again. The moment Hector talks about the cookie goes to show how a tree frog is deeply rooted in our culture. To kill it is to kill us. Yes, that's the way we draw the line.
Yeah, it is true, man. Come on, man. Yo,
we got angry.
I'm angry, yo. I got so much anger.
Come on.
Respect, man.
That's our Spotify. That's our Puerto Rico Spotify every night.
Look at this. my goosebumps, man. You know what
I
I'm saying?
know.
Man,
I know.
I gotta take a trip. Hey, Charlie, you got our budget for PR?
Yeah, we're gonna do a Latino Ruido with the cookies. We're gonna
With
be
the
having.
cookie,
We're gonna
yo.
go and hang out with the cookies, and we're gonna do a show in Puerto Rico.
Straight
Put
up,
it in the
Eileen.
budget, Charles.
Leave our cookies alone. Leave it.
Leave it.
Vive el
Para
cookie,
afuera.
please.
Para afuera.
Vete
So
para
we
allá, Cuco.
listen, we definitely gotta go.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, there is. There's more Puerto Ricans in America. Yeah, there is. There is. You know? We need to come together and buy up the motherland. Yeah!
Yes.
Let's
you know
buy
what I'm
it
saying?
up.
Let's buy
For
it
real.
up, man.
We should.
I think that's a good idea, man.
We should.
We all put like $5 down, and we got
And
a
that's
whole
it.
we got a whole Eli, yo, co-founders.
Listen,
Of
and
Puerto Rico
we
now.
do our own crops.
You know what I'm saying?
Like what's that?
And we go over and take over Hawaii también.
Yeah. And we take over there too. Why not?
Well, might as well call it PR too.
Yeah. Oh, a small shout out to Gina Lopez. She's in the chat. Her daughter lives in Hawaii.
Yeah, she does.
She just came back from Hawaii.
Yeah, she just came back. She said that, she didn't hear much cookies out there, but there were a lot of chickens outside in the streets, just like PR.
Just
so,
chilling.
I believe that.
That I think they got that from our ancestors.
But this is
That
what I'm
move over
saying,
there
yo.
with the chicken store everywhere.
You got the same ecosystem, the same temperature, the same, everything is the
Yeah.
same. We Tainos, ya Ohanas, it doesn't make a difference. Yo,
Listen,
we're
at the
same,
end of the day, buy cucos.
Bye, Cucos. We don't want you, pale face.
That's it. And stop going to Walmart because, let me tell you, Puerto Rico has like millions of Walmarts
Yes.
everywhere. I love it. Every time I go visit, I'll be like, oh, I want to go to Walmart.
I think we should boycott Walmart because they're attacking our.
I like Walmart.
They probably got the sprays for our those citrus
stop.
sprays for our cookies. Damn
Exactly.
You.
Where
Damn you, Walmart.
Damn you. Like Mo says, wear those earplugs things. But anyway, educate yourself. Love the cookie. Love your culture. Respect everyone's culture as well.
I'm gonna find out how much it is to cost by
What?
PR.
Ay, Dios mío. Ay, yo no sé.
Let's do some research.
Pero mira, let's move
What
on.
you said?
Oh, we can. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. We can all put. Put in. But when we will forget it, is for PR because they got B. Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. It's true. We're gonna buy up the motherland. We put $5, but then we're gonna buy beer
and come back with it.
and with a lechon.
Una lechon.
With cuerito and
You know
arroz
what
con
I'm saying?
gandules and
Some
pasteles.
chicharrones. I like chicharrones.
Some mofongo.
Chicharrón de pollo.
Listen, Charles, put it in the budget. We're going to
I'm
Puerto
hungry.
Rico.
I'm fat. You hear me talking about food?
Listen, no, we're going to Puerto Rico. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we gotta
go
go
and
do a
have a
trip.
dinner with the cookies.
Yep.
So let's get the cookie representative next week so he could call the show and the cookie is gonna
Yep.
call us.
I think we should get the camping gear and just sleep in the.
Exactly. Yeah, I love Walmart. Yeah, I love Walmart.
Walmart's our second home.
Yes, it's our second.
That's
home,
true.
so
There
it's
are
so.
chickens walking all over Hawaii. I have pictures. See that? Yep. You know?
¿Viste? ¿Lo ven? ¿Viste? Pero mira, talking about chickens real quickly.
Chickens.
Mira, I came across this story, right? It's real quickly because we mentioned the chickens. There's this lady, that they she got stopped by the TSA because they found something in her bag, right? And they're like, "Ma'am, you need to step aside." Yes.
Wait, TSA
Mira.
stabbed her?
No, I know. They found something in her bag.
What they found?
Listen. So she's like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on, agent?" Well, I don't have nothing. So they went and they were like, "Ma'am, we need you to come over here to the side." So they opened her bag. Guess what she had? A chicken. But it was a rotisserie chicken in a bag. You know the rotisserie chicken from Walmart? Yes, they found the chicken in her bag, a whole chicken, rotisserie chicken in the bag from Walmart. And then she was like, "Oh, well, what's going on with this?" He's like,
I
"Oh,
bet
well,
you she
ma'am,
was fat, right?
we
Was
needed
she-
to check what was in the chicken." So she has to take it out and show them chicken because they could put things inside the chicken.
Well, okay.
But like, listen, can a girl live? Like, she needs protein.
She must have been really
And
fat
when you go on those planes,
to have a $6 thing of whole
yes,
chicken.
rotisserie.
You know,
In
say
the
for the-
bag that they
yeah,
sell
yeah.
in Walmart. Yeah. She was like, can I live? Can I get my chicken, her protein?
Yo, say that,
Listen, the food in the planes, they're not free anymore. You gotta pay. So she was like, listen, I'm going to take a flight. I'm gonna stop by Walmart or the supermarket or whatever it is near you, and I'm gonna get a whole rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
You can find it online. And then she posted she was an influencer kind of. She posted a picture of her eating her chicken sitting down like this.
Yeah, right?
In the plane.
With the whole leg in her mouth.
Ain't that something?
Yo, I swear to God, I could see her.
Listen.
She was like, this is a long flight.
But we tend to do that. We always like get the sandwiches ready. We get the food.
Yeah, sandwiches or, McDonald's or Burger King's
I
get
know,
it prepared.
but when you go on the flight, yeah, she went to Western Beef before flying.
Yeah, she did something, yo.
She went to Western Beef.
She got a whole, oh my God, man. She went to Stop and Shop.
Yes, and she's eating her whole rotisserie chicken.
That's crazy.
I think that TSA wanted to just take her chicken because he's like, coño, man, it smells good.
It smelled good. I think they were
he's
hungry
like, ma'am,
too.
you need to stand on this side.
Stand down.
And she's like, what?
Stand down, lady.
What did I do, officer?
Stand down.
What did I
Stand
do,
down.
officer?
What's in the bag?
They didn't find the pot of rice. Yeah, that's what it is. They were like, yo, you got chicken, but you ain't got no rice. You ain't got nothing else?
And no beans?
No beans. No potatoes. No mac and cheese.
Straight up, where's the mac and cheese?
The macaroni salad?
It's the chicken finger licking.
Yes. I know. Mira, the food in the planes are expensive. They don't even have nothing. They don't even have the peanuts. Remember when they give you the peanuts?
They don't even give you peanuts. They give you those whack.
I'm mad.
What they call those new chips, man.
I don't know.
like the kettle.
They purple.
The kettle chips, man.
They purple or something.
I hate kettle chips.
They don't come down the aisle talking about you want chicken or lasagna.
The kettle chips really chip my gums, like slice you.
And then you ask for soda, and they don't even give you the can. They give you the cup.
Yo, what kind of?
Like, can I get the can? Like, what you gonna do with the rest of it?
What you gonna do with the rest of it?
It's gonna go flat. Can I drink it? I'll drink it.
I pay $6 for this half a cup.
Exactly. Oh my God.
No, straight up.
Do they still sell liquor in the plane?
Yeah, they still sell liquor.
You know how they sell like real expensive.
$20 for that little thumb cup.
Listen. Get your rotisserie chicken. Get your everything. Get ready and go eat.
If you come with your own bottle, they take your bottle.
I know that. I do. Well, the blue chips, they good. I mean, I'm not trying to kill that, right, Edie? They good. But it's like, you're looking for the peanuts. I like peanuts.
You know?
Ladies,
I know you love the nuts.
Yes.
You like honey rusted.
They get their 5 cents for the can. Yeah, you see?
She like honey roasted nuts.
Honey roasted. And I like the mix.
Yo,
the
but listen,
nuts are
I just want to say, I'm just saying, she had a whole chicken.
Yes, she did.
They pulled her over for the chickens to see if she put something in there, yo.
Yes. Yes, I love the purple chips. I love them, which is okay. I'm not trying to. I love the purple chips.
What are they? Is it beets? Or
no,
it's
purple potatoes. But
why are they potatoes?
Look at that. A nip is like $10. Hey, hello. Yeah. Mira
a nip?
I was about to say, do they take EBT in the plane? Because listen, why am I going to spend so much money on this food?
Nope, they do not take EBT.
It's crazy. Dude, we don't get nothing. I remember flying Eastern. Remember Eastern Airlines? And I got the little those nuts. Mira, I got the little flight, the little wings. They used to give it to the kids.
Yeah, they don't do that no more, man.
They don't give that no more.
Come on, man. You see, this is what I say. Childhood memories and the things that we did when we was younger is gone, pillow. Man. These kids got no childhood.
Those blankets. I stole those blankets. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
Those blankets in the plane back in the day? I stole those.
Yeah, they don't have blankets.
I took those blankets. You see? Charles come back every year for them going home.
I didn't even know they did that.
Yes. You getting put like headphones. Remember the headphones?
Yeah, the headphones.
And they used to pay.
You damn right. I'm gonna take a blanket. Yo,
I'm taking everything.
$2,000.
Don't leave those soaps either. I'll pack those soaps in the hotels too.
Look, you need to ask for the wing.
Yeah, you see? Yeah, but
Yeah?
you gotta ask them before. It's like they see the kids, they be like, here you go, you know.
You know, next time I
It's
get
like-
on a plane, I'm going to ask for wings. Because I
Man.
never had one. I'm going to be like, you guys never gave me
Oh,
one.
mira. Oh my God, Angie says that you have to buy the blankets now.
You're right.
Ay, Dios mío. It's a different world. It's right.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
different world that
Like,
we live in.
we live in a parallel world. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Like, just seeing it happen, I feel like I'm on the wrong timeline.
Yeah, and they're so rude because sometimes when the buckles don't buckle, because you know you need extra a stretch in the buckles, you know, to buckle yourself.
They come with that extra strap.
But they gotta make it obvious. They're going down the aisles. I
And
got
they
the extra
carry it.
buckle.
They carry
I got
it here. Look.
Okay, sir.
This is
here.
for you fat bastard.
No, they do not say. Don't
Oh,
say that.
sorry,
We can say
sorry.
that.
Okay.
No, but it's true. They don't call you that. But they be like, listen.
You with the chicken, with the bag of chicken. Here's your extra
No wonder.
seatbelt.
That's why you eat so much
You know?
chicken. You need the extra length and the buckle. Oh, what airline do you take? I don't buy blankets. I get the whole can of wings. Yeah, well, Angie said that you have to buy blankets.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like those. Maybe it's the Spirit ones.
Maybe it's Spirit.
Yeah, the ones that you gotta chip in for gas.
Yeah, they know the ones who take your $6 soda and share it with everybody
Yeah, that's
else.
the one. That's
You're
the
like,
one.
I just paid soda for everybody else.
Listen,
You crazy,
that's how,
man? Give me
yeah.
my can, yo.
You know, the nerve.
Man.
They got
And
some
then
nerve.
when you try to bring soda in for yourself, they want to take it
Yeah,
and
they want to
confiscate
take it. Yeah, they want to
Yo,
take
listen,
it.
like I want to buy
And the airport
$6
food is so
can.
expensive.
It's terrible.
That's why people be drinking. Oh my God, you seen the drunks in the airport?
Yeah.
Yo, they be like there for, they be like, hey, I'm ready to get on.
But they
I'm ready to get on.
but they
You know?
there early in the morning at a bar. They got a bar in the airport,
I
and
know,
you're like this.
it's crazy. Listen,
You're
I
like,
don't understand
well,
what's going
I
on.
gotta go do a flight, and he puts on his captain's hat.
Listen, listen, I'm ready to go home.
I'm
You
ready
know?
to take the 757 away.
Sir,
What
excuse me, sir. it's-
300 people.
Actually, it's flight 1868, not 757. Pero mira, that's
Yo,
the
come on,
world we
man.
live in.
Yo.
Pero mira, keep talking about the airlines and stuff. And really quickly, back to Puerto Rico, I want to give a shout out to this ice skater. He's Mexican.
Oh,
His name is
yeah,
Donovan
man.
Carrillo.
You ever heard?
Mira,
Oh, man, he's amazing.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
Bendito.
If
He's
you haven't
Mexican.
seen him, go check him out and Google
And
him.
yes, he just performed in the gala. It's the Skate America. They had a gala, exhibition gala, and
Yes.
he took part of it. Ese hombre he stepped onto the
Donovan
ice. Now he
Carrillo.
didn't walk. He stepped into the ice. He was dressed in black pants, white shirt.
Mhm.
He had a little something red on
like
a little
a sash.
sash, you know,
Like a
like a
red
little
sash.
handkerchief.
And then he had the
The Pava from Puerto Rico. And he performed to a medley of Bad Bunny's song, the latest
Nueva
album,
York.
the Nueva York. You know the album. You know, Debí tirar más fotos.
Uh-huh.
Mira, este muchacho, he was like doing the salsa. Y todo. Oh my God, I am so proud of him. Thank you. Yeah, JetBlue charges for blankets. Mira, Edie says JetBlue
You see
does.
that? Yeah, see?
Oh, Charles
Oh,
says
see,
he's bougie. He
He's
don't take
bougie.
JetBlue.
I take United Rentals.
Yes, that's right.
United, there's more
British Airways.
leg space.
Whatever.
But let's get back to Donovan
Pero
Carrillo.
mira, Donovan Carrillo, mira, he stepped into the ice
Oh my
and
God.
he turned around. He was like, Nueva York, y Puerto Rico. And then he ended up with a salsa on ice.
Straight up, man.
And-
Yo, listen, he was dancing.
He was doing
even
his
doing,
thing.
you know, oh my God, Mexican dancing salsa while he was ice skating.
And giving
And
us
he-
some love.
with the Bad Bunny song, and he's Mexican, yo. Oh my God.
And he was, you know, he
God
was.
bless America.
Yes, he was interviewed.
Viva la raza.
Okay. Pero mira, he was interviewed after and he said, look, listen, every time I go to practice and stuff, I just play Bad Bunny, especially his last album, and it just motivates me to do better, to land
Skate
my,
better.
to skate, land my steps and everything. And it's just, it made me kind of proud. It made me kind of proud. And I wanted to give him a special shout out
Yes, man.
today in
Donovan
Latino
Carrillo,
Ruido.
yo,
His name is
listen.
Donovan Carrillo. You can find him in YouTube. He's in TikTok. And listen, thank you for
I
showing us some
appreciate
love.
that. Yo, for real. It's not about the Bad Bunny, and it's not about them being Mexican. It's about he just proved that he could be an American Mexican and still be Latino, yo. You know what I'm saying?
No, but give
Latinos could be,
respect.
showing
Give
love.
respect.
Latinos giving love to
Forward,
each other. Yo,
It's
paying
so
it forward,
nice.
man.
Thank you.
Straight up, man. I
So
appreciate
please
him
do
for
support
that,
him.
man.
Follow him.
Yeah,
You
watch
know?
him, man. He skates wonderfully too.
Yeah, he was doing
like
his thing.
he's very graceful on those
Yeah,
skates.
he was doing
I'm not
his
gonna
thing.
lie.
Yeah, that's our special. Yeah.
Yeah, stay
Latinos
united.
United. Yes, Francis. Yes. We need to. Regardless of I mean, we're not gonna get along because we're not perfect like that. Pero let's respect our culture and give it give a shout out.
Let's try to support each other as much as we can because you can see
Yeah.
they trying to separate us no matter what. So it's might as well us try to stay
And
together.
another shout out.
You know what I'm saying?
Another shout out, guys, is to Gustavo Dudamel, Venezolano from Venezuela. You
Mhm.
know, he was the music artistic director of the Los Angeles Film Harmonic. Ay, Dios mío. After nearly 2 decades, he was part of the class,
Yeah, Philharmonics.
there it is. Ay, Dios mío, I got stuck.
Yes, Los
Pero
Angeles
anyway,
Philharmonics.
He built the free music education program. He helped to expand to give children in underserved neighborhoods to learn not only about
How to read music.
real music, but to write it and to be confident and unite communities.
Use
through
their artistic expression.
expressions. And listen, I am super, super, super proud of him because not only did he did his job in Los Angeles, guess what? He's coming to New York, baby. He's going to be part of the New York Philharmonic. Announced that Dudamel will become its next music and artistic director beginning 2026 to 2027 season, which is historic because he will be the first Latino to lead the orchestra since its founding in 1842.
Wow,
Wepa!
yo.
Viva la raza.
Yo, I can't,
Well, I got stuck with that
Philharmonics. Harmonics. Harmonics. That's
harmonic.
right. Like Harmony.
But it's so,
Yeah.
aren't you proud? I'm very proud.
I'm proud that
Venezolano. Look at that. Latino.
see, yes, you know what I'm saying?
I got it. Eso, mira,
Look at that, yo. You see that, yo?
Listen.
What, you got limp?
I know.
You got limp?
I got nervous.
You got nervous?
I got
You
nervous.
got to hold on to it.
Yes,
tight.
yeah.
But yeah, listen, all I want to say, Gustavo Doraman, is awesome, man. For him
Yeah.
to do that and give back and pay it forward. That's one thing about me that I love, that even if you're a celebrity or you're not a celebrity and you have it, pay it forward to the needy or those who anybody who's in need or anybody who's
Exactly.
struggling with something, give it back because you never know if you be in that situation yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I
Definitely.
appreciate people who gives it back. And what he did was take music and use it for teaching lessons, teach these kids how to read the music, play the music, and use their whole artistic expression. And for that, I commend him.
Bueno, congratulations. Welcome to
Venezuela.
New York and make us proud.
Yes,
Make
make
us
us
proud.
proud. And like I said, you see, he's Venezuelan. You got the Mexican. And,
Let's
it's
unite.
what make us stronger. Together, we are stronger. And
Exacto.
united, we stand. Divided, we fall.
And so, oh, wow. That's wonderful. That was nice.
It's true. It's true.
I like that. Pero mira, now that we were talking about reading, program for kids to learn how to read, mira, don't be like the Linda McMahon, because she's the U.S. Educational Secretary,
Oh
¿verdad?
my God.
Mira, she's a hot
wrestling?
mess.
She's
Let me
teaching-
tell you
she's
something.
teaching wrestling?
No, she's not. But mira, she's facing ridicule online because chastising Harvard University in a letter critics describe as chaotic mess of bad grammar and illiterate rambling. I unfortunately we don't get political here in the Latino Rudio, but Trump is you know, making cuts, in other words. And, she wrote a letter to Harvard. And the announce is the removal of federal fundings to the, Ivy League institution. The administration, our current administration thinks that is the education program right now are not educating, or they're just like ridicule. They just
listen.
Whatever, it for some reason is teaching all the students to engage in violent behavior. All this nonsense. Personally, I think it's nonsense. Pero mira, she posted a letter online to Harvard, and it had grammars and typos. Mira, I can't get cough.
That's why they say reading is fundamental, guys. We grew up with that commercial. You know what I'm saying? You okay?
Yeah. I got it.
No, it's all right. You need some water? I can get you some water.
But
like I said, no, I get you some water.
I need a shot. That's what I need.
This is what I keep telling you guys. Reading is fundamental, and it's been like that since we was younger. You know what I'm saying? How could you go around having these children from now growing just because they got computers and not know how to read, write? They don't know how to spell their own names. They don't even know how to signature. Like, it's upsetting. I can't believe we live in a world like that today. That, just penmanship.
Hi, water. Thank you.
See, that water comes from the sky.
Eat it from the sky.
You ask and the Lord speaks. But it's just crazy, yo. I don't care what technology you have. You should always know the basics of education and the basic. Yeah, education is the key. Thank you. You should always know the basics of how to write your name in print and in scripture. You're supposed to be able to do that.
About that? We're
gonna discuss that in another time.
In another show, we're gonna go in depth about that because
I really think it's disgusting.
When I was going to school, they taught us how to script.
We had penmanship class.
Yes.
There was a whole penmanship class.
How to sign your name.
You had to do calligraphy.
And now
you had to do this Roman
What's
calligraphy.
Going on? Like,
now they don't teach that. Well, you know what they teach? iPad or Apple. Microsoft. You know what I'm saying?
Computerized.
Listen, if like I keep telling people, if we get a giant electric magnetic EMP, if we got a giant EMP hit New York or the United States, everybody's system is down. Everybody.
And it's sad because like, she's supposed to be the U.S. Secretary of Education, and
she don't even know how to write.
And the public found this. The public was like, "Excuse me, you don't even know how to do a full sentence in the letter, and the letter is online. I think you guys can find it. It's crazy, and the typos, the misspells.
But this is.
Are you kidding me?
But this is how you could tell that the administration of the education has nobody qualified for it. That they use.
And then
they're using Linda McMahon,
wife of Epic.
Wife of.
But they still married. They just separated. They haven't gotten divorced. Pero mira.
They're terrible, man.
And then they come down to, they're coming for Harvard. Look what they're doing to Columbia University.
Come on, man.
I know that there's, so many things going on, but how can you just cut funding on education?
Yeah, well,
it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling.
You know why? Because, we live in a world where education doesn't matter, and then dummies could be president.
Listen. And a lot of, because of this letter, she has gotten a lot of heat from people.
And let me just president.
Listen. Let me just tell you some of the comments they write. Go back to being the CEO of WWE. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, of course.
Because she. So the Secretary of Education writes like a third grader. Look at the comments. You're the Secretary of Education, and this is a chaotic mess of bad grammar and literate rambling. What's with the random capitalization? Did you not proofread this? I guess not.
No, she
You know,
didn't
these are
proofread
little
it.
comments that
Most
people
of these
put
people don't proofread
on the
anything no
post.
more. And this is what I'm saying. At the time of us growing up, it was important. Like before doing mathematics, you couldn't even use a calculator. You had to learn how to do it yourself. And then they want you to show the work. Now they have their phones, they have their iPads, they dictate the class, they record the class. They don't even write anymore. They record the class and sit there.
Everything is yeah, exactly. That you don't use script anymore. It was used to write more quickly. Kids use keyboards now. So glad I was from the generation that we had to know how to spell, no autocorrect, and we know how to write in script.
Exactly. This is exactly.
And let me give you an example. The other day, my son is writing something or whatever. So instead of looking, for the meaning or a thesaurus or just to, educate yourself in words and words what they mean and in different, in different sentences or whatever it is that he was doing. He says, Siri, how you do this, Siri? How you spell this? Like, listen, look for it.
Siri don't even know how to do it right.
Siri's doing everything.
Yo, and then when we was younger, we had encyclopedias and we had dictionaries. I swear to God, online. You can ask my moms. My mom's is in the chat room right now, right, Edie? And this is what she said. I say, Mom, how do you spell this? Look it up. Look it up.
No, that you tell the kid to look it up. They'll be like either Siri or Google.
Yeah, and like that's what they do. Google,
hey Siri,
do this for me. Google, do that.
Do this.
Alexa, do this.
Alexa, yeah.
Yeah,
Alexa.
come on, shut up.
Yeah.
Learn it yourself, man. Yo, I bet you they don't know the Dewey Decimal System. They don't know how to go to the library. I bet you they don't know how to figure anything out. I'm talking about we're going to live in a world of idiocracy. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
No.
The guy was the only smart man in a planet full of dummies.
Look at that.
Because he was in some type of
so
holocaust.
The dummies were sitting down like this?
No, they didn't know anything. And then because he knew how to figure things out. Because like he came from some type of like he was knocked out for 20 years.
Right.
And he woke up and he took over. He was the president of all these dummies. Because he knew how to wash clothes. He knew how to read. He knew how to do things. Everybody in the country.
Exactly, Eileen. Eileen also said we also have to teach our children about our language.
Yes, we have to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Charles says, I'm glad I have a smart kid.
You do too. You know what I'm saying? Because, but it starts with us, the parents. You know what I'm saying? It starts with us. Because remember, the first teacher in life, in anything, is your parents. Mm-hmm. The first teacher. They the one who taught you how to wipe your butt. They taught you how to eat. They taught you how to change your clothes.
Generation
you know what I'm saying?
X is the last of its
of its kind.
Of its kind.
And after Generation X, we're gonna what? We're gonna double A's and all these. The dummies.
Exactly.
We got dummies.
The dummies doing this
because they probably electrically smart, digitally smart.
Who knows?
But they physically and mentally stupid.
Exactly.
Because they can't figure it out themselves.
Yeah, but mira, the dummies are the ones that are making all these cuts. Que mira, they're cutting at the public
look at our president.
The public TV. You know that Sesame Street has been picked up by Netflix?
Yep.
Because the government is not giving funding to PBS anymore?
Public service.
Are you kidding me? It's crazy. The viewing. Well, supposedly, exactly. So cable. So now but the part of government
I'm happy that Netflix actually just picked them up.
Right.
You know, say because now, there's certain things that like you said,
because that PBS is part of federal and public funding.
It was a public broadcast. Nobody was watching it. Yeah, it was Air TV. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's using Air TV anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's going into Hulu, Netflix, things like that. Nobody's using Channel 11 or Channel 13 like we was doing when we was growing up.
Remember Channel 13?
Channel 13 was PBS.
Yeah. We don't have, I don't even have cable anymore because it's so expensive.
But if you change your channel on your TV, it skips. They're cutting
Yeah.
a lot of shows because of that. Because internet is here, yo,
It's
and everything
crazy.
is digital, man.
It's crazy.
But guess what?
It's sad, but that's the way, we're living right now.
But listen, if there's a giant EMP, I know I could put money on a air channel. I
Hey,
could buy an
listen.
air channel now.
Hey. Oh,
know, for the future, you
Espérate,
never know.
güey. He said he could buy an air channel.
Yeah, everybody's
yes,
streaming.
sure. Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Yes.
Yeah. They streaming. They doing all
It's
this.
sad.
It's on the internet.
Yeah, but we're glad that they picked it up. Netflix picked it up because come on, Sesame Street.
Sesame Street was
Come
good.
on.
But PBS had that. Remember? He goes.
Oh yes, I remember.
I used to love that, yo.
I
And
remember.
you had Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
You had.
well, Mr. Rogers was kind of, I don't know,
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers was controversial because he was kind of like, was he racist or something?
I don't know. No, he
was
wasn't.
against the LGBTQ.
He was actually on TV.
No
yeah.
way.
Yes.
You see? Oh, so when we're gonna talk about Mr. Rogers. In
But
a
he wasn't
future,
really nice in person,
show.
though. He wasn't really nice in person.
Yeah, he wasn't nice.
No.
Oh, you met him?
Yeah, he used to live right next to DMX, and a friend of mine's lived right next to them. And there was a barbecue, and he got upset because everything was, And
Well, DMX
and
is
the
kind of
kids-
loud.
And no, the kids' balls, the ball.
Oh, the ball?
One of the kids' balls
What happened?
went into his lawn, and he's like, "Get off my lawn!"
But that's old people. That's
Yeah.
just old behavior.
Get those brats
I'll
off
be
my
like that. Let
lawn!
me tell you, as soon as I hit 50, this is gonna be me. Get off my lawn.
I'm already
Get out of
50.
here.
I'm already 50.
Kid, beat it.
And I'm telling you,
You bother me,
this
kid.
guy,
Beat it.
this guy bumped me. I was like, "Hey, watch, respect your elders."
Yes.
I could say that now. I'm
Yes.
50.
And I go to a supermarket and I tell everybody, just can you pick that up for me? My back is hurting.
Hola, Shirley.
It's hurting.
Yeah,
But mira, but I'm glad. Bendito Sesame Street. Oh my God. Oh, that's when they came out with Daniel the Tiger. Yeah, well, you know what? Daniel the Tiger has been improvised. He's looking good now. Daniel the Tiger. I don't know, like he's good. I know, but I'm like, hey, Daniel the Tiger.
From Mr. Rogers?
No, yeah. From Mr. Rogers. But if you no, but he wears the little sweater though. He got this little sweater.
Yeah, that's Daniel the Tiger.
Pero they made a show and cartoon. But the first cartoon they revamp it and he looked good.
All right.
They listen, Daniel the Tiger. I'm coming for you,
Yes, Danny. I'm gonna watch
I'm
him.
gonna call you. No, we're gonna make him Latino. Daniel el León.
Daniel el Tigre.
El Tigre, el Tigre. But listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I think we had a great chat about culture and especialmente el coquí and
Yes,
education.
man.
It's so important that we, let's educate yourself. I cannot stress that enough.
And parents, please do me a favor. Do me one big favor. Take your kids off of those iPads and those computers and make them read a book and teach them how to write their names, please.
Y habla
Man.
del coquí,
Let's
talk
not
about the
lose
coquí, talk about
our
culture.
who we are.
Yeah, definitely. So mira, stay safe. Mira, just
Be safe.
Be safe.
Be you.
We
Be
love
blessed.
you. Blessings. Thank you for share, likes, subscribe, everything. Los quiero.
Straight
Love
up
you.
follow
Bye.
guys. Te quiero.
Bye, guys. Love you guys. Love and blessings.